Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne. Here on my channel, we do fun recaps, reviews, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. This video, we're talking about College Hill, Celebrity Edition. Before we get into it, please click that thumbs up button. Thank you for all of y'all who continue to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get all the notifications of when I do my videos, okay? Also, share, and comment. Love to read y'all's comments. So like I said, this is College Hill Celebrity Edition. This is season 1, episode 3, Pig Juices and Excuses. All right, let's get on into it. Okay, so I think that I confused some of episode 2 and episode 3. I think I talked about some of the things that happened in episode 3 when I did my episode 2 review. So if I repeat anything that I said in the previous review, I apologize now. I kept letting the episodes just keep playing, so I think that's where things got confused in my mind. Hopefully I don't have overlap, but if I do, I apologize, okay? So anyway, also, I noticed the way that they edit the show is very out of order, because I noticed in this episode when I was watching it for however much, I didn't played it so many times, but they showed they inserted a clip somewhere that was from the previous episode. It was just weird the way they keep editing the show is kind of out of order as well. So I'm gonna do this review and I may go out of order, but y'all know we're gonna get it done anyway and how we do over here. So, okay, so the episode left off with India Love having her little bit panic attack about having to go up there and do the presentation. As we know, Reggie's not there because he had death in the family. India Love was very scared about presenting. She didn't want to do it. Dr. Cooley went, I guess she went to the bathroom or something. Dr. Cooley went there to talk to her. She was like, no camera. So they didn't have any cameras in there, but they did. You could hear them on the mics and they had the subtitles across the screen. And Dr. Cooley basically told her to channel all that, energy she puts in her being an Instagram model influencer and put that into her presentation. And she gave her positive words and encouragement. So India Love did come out. They did their presentation. You could tell they were not well prepared. They were heavily depending on Ray J. Slim Thug read from the whole PowerPoint that is like presenting file number 1. Like, you never read from the PowerPoint word for word. Like, you have note cards to kind of glance down at, but you do not read from the PowerPoint word for word. Like, you have to just basically know what you're going to talk about when you do a presentation and try to have most of it memorized, or at least the main points memorized. If you have to glance at the PowerPoint to kind of catch a concept real quick, that's fine. But y'all, I like doing presentations, so anyway. So he definitely was reading word for word. Nene was bored. She was like, he's still reading. Big Freedia was like, you could tell they was really depending on Ray J, because Slim Thug is just reading from the PowerPoint, which you're not supposed to do. So the Germanizer, whatever it's called, they showed their commercial and it was funny with Ray J's dirty hands and Slim Thug fired him and all that. If your hands if it's green, you're clean. If it's red, you're dirty. So Dr. Cooley gave them positive feedback, and then their criticism was Slim Thug reading from the PowerPoint, of course. And then the lady, she said, you look very beautiful, professional. However, your toes are out. She's like, as beautiful as they are. And so, of course, Dream Doll was like, dang, like, she's all professional and she's still, ragging on her. I get the toe out thing. And I think I did talk about that in the last video. So anyway, Dr. Cooley said that they will get their grades in a couple of days. But she said, they should be proud of themselves because most of the time that class is like a semester, so it's, 15 weeks or whatever, and they had to do that in like 2 days, so, kudos to them for that. She did say, I have to ask Big Freedia's team. She asked them, did they get any outside help? And so Big Freedia let her know, yeah, we got help with this and that, and she said, and Big Freedia said, of course we had to get some kind of professional help because of this and that, and they was like, well, Ray J's team did the same. Something they did, they got help for, and then Dream was trying to say, oh, we didn't use that, and Nene was like, yes, you did. She heard Ray J on the phone all night. Ray J admitted it, and then she was like, we agreed not to throw each other under the bus, and you started throwing us under the bus. And then Dream Doll was like, how did I throw you under the bus? And Nene brought up how she was saying before, Dream Doll was saying before the presentation, you guys, presentation looks so good, so professionally done. So they all arguing and throwing each other under the bus about who cheated during the presentation. And so Dr. Cooley didn't seem too pressed though. Like she did, but she didn't, you know. And so anyway, and Dream Doll did say in a confessional that, like, you know, she liked to stir the pot up a little bit and do what she do. I'm like, I guess, girl. So anyway, Dr. Cooley gave them all like little like book bags with little goodies and a personal note she wrote to all of them. And, you know, they left the class. So then they go home. Meanwhile, Reggie is back at home sulking. You know, he calls Princess and he's like, he want to be near his family. He misses kids. His great aunt dying brought back, you know, memories and feelings about his grandparents who had also died. And he was telling Princess he didn't like the situation he's in. And she's like, oh, with the school? And he's like, no, with me and you. And he's basically like saying she's not explaining to him why she's not going to make it work or something. And he's like, man, I didn't even tell. He's in a confessional talking about he didn't even tell his housemates that he's going through a divorce. And it's really heavy on him right now. And it's personal. And he hasn't shared it with them yet. I'm like, Ray J, how long have you and Princess been going through this divorce? Ain't they been going through divorces, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, that don't even come on no more? Like, we don't care about your divorce, Ray J. Nobody cares, okay? Sorry you're going through it for the umpteenth time. You and Princess love being divorcing and back together, divorcing back together. Y'all done went to couples therapy with AJ and them. It ain't working, okay? Who cares about you and Princess Love's divorce, okay? Y'all have pimped out your relationship for reality TV, and it is what it is, okay? So I'm like, miss me with all that sad divorce stuff, Ray J. So anyway, I don't feel sorry for you. Especially the way you treated that girl. We don't even get me started, because when you pushed her in the pool on Love and Hip Hop, I didn't see how she could even marry you. But anyway, you know, we all do some things for some money though. So anyway, then, you know, they all got to the house. Slim Thug, you know, he checks on Ray J. So did Lamar. Slim Thug said, you know, he understands what Ray J has going on, but at the same time, he wished that Ray J would have came through for the presentation. And so I get Slim Thug's feeling on that. You know, it's hard when you're in college and you have a death in the family and all that. That's a tough situation. That's really, really tough. I don't know how close Ray J was to this great aunt. And I'm not dismissing, I was going to use a different word, but I couldn't pronounce it at the time. I'm not dismissing his feelings about losing his great aunt. Do I think he could have pulled it together and did the presentation as well? Yes. But that's just me. Anyway, it's not like it was his mom or his dad or his sister or his kids or something. But that's just my opinion. You know, I get it. People deal with grief in different ways, and I'm not trying to dismiss his feelings in any way or be insensitive to anybody in any way about death. So anyway, so then we had everybody back at the house, and then they're like, dang, should we check on Stacey? What do you think's going on? And then some thugs like, no, I think we caused her anxiety, not a good idea. And then basically he was talking about how, like, sometimes you can cause your body damage, like when you have bad anxiety attacks, or you can stress yourself out so bad it affects your health and your body. So, which is a real thing. It is a real thing. So then we see Ray J say he gonna just chill to himself for the night and try to get back to it the next day. The next morning, we see everybody getting ready. They show Big Frida with that bonnet on and that same outfit cooking in the kitchen. They like sliced it into the clip of everybody getting ready for school. So that's why I said the way they sliced the show is kind of awkward. Anyway, so Big Frida's talking about we need to be on time. Like, you know, there's people making us late, and they're like, it's Ray J. Figures, right? Ray J's making them late for school. I think Dream Doll got Ray J up because he was not trying to get her. Ray J always sleeping on the sofa or his bed in his Letterman jacket. Like, I don't, you know, sometimes people do that in college. Like, why is Ray J, like, everybody else got robes and pajamas, and he always in his jacket? Is he cold? Is it no heater? Like, is it cold in the house? Like, what is going on? Ray J's always in, but he did have on his Versace robe last episode, so I'll give him that. Anyway, so they got Ray J old lazy butt up for school. They go to the school. They go talk to their advisors because now it's week 2. They got week 1 done. They got feedback from everybody and the feedback was good, that they've been participating and asking questions, and that's good. They're engaging with everything, which is a good thing. They're going to continue taking African American studies, and then they also got to take a biology class. They also got an update about Stacey Dash, and she, I guess, is still in the hospital. They didn't have a lot of information, but basically she is not doing well, and she's not going to continue the process. And so Nene said, everybody thought she was going to try to get her black card back, declined, and it was. Like, Stacey, you could have tried harder, girl. Like, what's the issue? Anyway, I don't know what be going on with Stacey Dash mind. I don't know if somebody told her she was really a white woman inside. I don't know. But hopefully Stacey Dash gets it together. She can always come to BET, get her a check no matter what she feel about y'all black folk. So anyway, I'm just joking, y'all. So, excuse me. So then they're told they're going to have to go to biology class. So they go to biology class and they have to dissect a pig. Well, it's a clinical anatomy class, I believe. And so first they just got to identify the parts of the pigs, and then the next time they're going to actually dissect it. So they got to look at it, label it, and all this stuff. And nobody wants to touch the pig. But Frida had no problem doing it, but I'm assuming because she went to nursing school like that wouldn't face her in that way. Lamar was like, oh, it stinks. It smells like formaldehyde. How do you say that word? Slim Thug, he was really in it. He was looking at stuff. Dream Doll said science is one of her favorite subjects, so she was all in it, excited to do it. Lamar had touched the pig, and I guess he touched his face or something. Reggie talking about it's against his religion. He cannot fool with this pig in this way. I'm like, what religion, Ray J? Anyway, they over there naming the pig Charlotte and Porky and Peppa Pig. I'm like, oh my God, y'all are too funny. I did not like dissection either. I could not. Or we had to do stuff like that in high school and undergrad. I was like, ugh. But ours was only like a worm or maybe like a frog or not a pig like that. So anyway, so then Dream was getting all into it. And so at the end, they had to do like a little pop quiz because you have to do that pre-lab quiz before you could actually go to the lab. Ooh, I remember them days in college, okay? Thank God I changed my major from the sciences to sociology, okay? So anyway, so Dream, I don't know how she got the juices on her hands because everybody had on gloves. And Brick Frida took off her gloves the correct way you're supposed to do. Everybody in the medical field knows, or if you do science, you have to do it like that so you don't get any on your skin. And so, and I'm figuring, again, Big Frida comes from a nursing background. She used to take care of her mom. I know she knows her stuff. So Dream, instead of, I don't know what she did, but she didn't finish the quiz, basically, or write the answers down. And she was like, oh, I have them right here. I just can't write them because there's juices on my hand. I can't grab the pen. So Mrs. Dale is like, Dream gonna have to know that we can grade her on this Rubik. Like, she got to do the work. So Dream, I don't know what she did. Somehow she didn't end up finishing the quiz. And everybody's like, she's like, Dream, here, finish, do the quiz. And she's like, I got juices on my hand. I can't touch the pen. And it's like, and Big Free's like, girl, like, what are you doing? Just wash your hands and do the work. Like, what's the problem? And I have no clue what the hell Dream was going through. Like, all you had to do was go to the sink, because they all got sinks in them classrooms, especially them labs. Wash your hands, come back, sit down, and do the assignment. Like, I didn't get what her issue was. I had no clue what the hell Dream Doll was going through and why she couldn't get that quiz done. I have no clue. If somebody could drop it down in the comments, because except for she just wanted to play with that pig and not do the quiz, I don't know. Anyway, they all get back to the house, and Big Frida's talking about a game they used to play growing up. I forgot how she called the game, but there's been very different variations of the game called. But basically, it's like, I think in my region where I live, I think we used to call it hide and go get it. I did not play that game. First of all, let me tell y'all right now, I never played this hide and go get it type of game, or the same game Big Free's talking about. Basically, you hide and you go find a person you want to hump on, and you do the dry humping and all that. I never played that game growing up, okay? But like I said, they have different names for it. Dream was like, no, she never grew up playing that game. And so then Big Free was like, we can play it now, like, what she said, go suck on something or something. And so then Dream was like, no, go get a fist, go get an uppercut. And so Big Frida was cracking up. I'm like, why would they play that now as adults? But I guess Big Frida was just joking and making a scene. Okay, so anyway, so then later on we see them back at school doing like the extracurricular activities, so which is cool to see them do. They didn't show Lamar's extracurricular activity. I'm assuming maybe he did something with the basketball team. I'm not sure, unless he did the debate team with Nene and Reggie. So Nene and Reggie joined the debate team. They were debating about the girl that's in Russia. Is it Brittany Renner? The WNBA basketball player, African American woman who is still being held by Russia due to some kind of drug charge. You know, we're all working on, well, hopefully everyone is working on getting her back to the U.S. And I know she wrote an open letter to Biden. So I'm glad they actually highlighted that in this episode. And Nene and Reggie were debating on whether, you know, Biden would be able to get Brittany back to the U.S. That was such a good way to bring up that issue and highlight that issue. And I'm glad I get to bring it up in this video to you guys. So that is amazing. Let's get Brittany home. If y'all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, let's try to get Brittany home. Anyway, so then we had Big Frida, who joined the choir, of course. That was fitting to me. Dream Doll did the cheerleading team. They didn't show India Love joined either. And like I said, they didn't show it. Lamar joined. Oh, and Slim Thug joined the student government, which I thought that was perfect for him. So anyway, I love the little red sweaters they wore at their meetings too. I love like a preppy look. So anyway, let's go over to India Love. So we did see India Love go talk to a counselor. I'm assuming it's somebody who was on the campus. I forgot her lady's name, but anyway, she's very, very helpful and insightful for India. And India was just saying that, you know, she's her worst enemy. She, you know, gets in the way herself. She has a lot of self-doubt. She feels silenced due to what happened to her as a little kid. She was, I'm assuming, she said, like, you know, someone used to touch her in her family growing up, and she feel like that silenced her, and so she can't fully, be out loud as she wants to be now. And so the doctor told her, you know, and she was like, look me in my eyes, I'm getting teary-eyed. She's like, you were silenced, and look how big you are, your, you know, voice is now and your platform you have now. And she's like, I know. And she's like, so we got to figure out how you can overcome that. And so she's going to work with India, and I'm glad India went and got help for her mental health. That is wonderful to see and such an inspiration. And so the doctor said, now, you know, we got to figure out what your platform is going to be, and it's exciting, and, you know, you can do this. She really, like, I could tell India wants to get the help. She wants to grow. She wants to use her social media platform in an important and significant way. And not just, I don't think she just wants to be a pretty face on there. I think she wants to really use her platform in a great way, and I commend her for that. I really do. And I hope India, you know, gets through her trauma and everything. So she's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, India girl. You're gonna be okay. So just keep on, you know, loving yourself, working on those past traumas, healing. You're gonna be there. So anyway, then we see everybody gets back to the house and they get their grades. So they get an email. Nene got an email from Dr. Cooley, and they said they have to go into the, I forgot what room, and they're going to display the grades on the screen. So I'm like, oh my God, everybody's grades going to be on public display. So they all gather, everybody in the house together. They go sit down on the sofa to get their grades. Nene got a B-. Big Frida got, I believe, a B- as well, or B. Big Frida felt like she should have got A, but if it wasn't for, you know, them snitching on them getting outside help, I actually thought Big Frida and Nene should have both got at least an A-, but I'm no Dr. Cooley. So anyway, I can't remember everybody's grades for certain. I know India got a B. I believe Dream Doll got a B. I think Lamar got like a C-. I think Slim got I want to say he got a B- or C+ or something like that. Stacey Dash got an incomplete, and Reggie got a C+. So, you know, for Stacey got the incomplete. She earned the incomplete, right? She didn't finish anything. So Reggie got incomplete, and he's mad because, I mean, he got a C+. I'm sorry. Reggie got a C+, and he's mad. He said that's unacceptable to him. He said I wasn't there to do the work, so I should have got incomplete like Stacey Dash, and he feels like the professor, didn't give him a chance to make the assignment up. And if all the professors are going to be like this at the school, then he can't do this. And he should have, had a chance to finish the assignment and make it up. And he doesn't feel like he deserves C plus and all this stuff. So everybody's like, dang, Reggie got C plus and he didn't even really show up like we ain't mad at him, but dang, like that's good, Everybody was happy with their grades first. Let me say that. I was like, dang, did anybody want no A? I'm sure they wanted an A, but I was like, where was the A's and the A minuses at? Dang, but I remember when I was an undergrad, especially after I had changed my major, because I got put on academic probation my whole sophomore year, girl, y'all, it was a mess. So anyway, and I went to UC Davis, so it was really hard academic school. Anyway, college is hard, period, though. So anyway, once I changed my major, I'm just trying to catch up, get my GPA together because I had C, D's, and F's. So when I would get them C's in chemistry, though, let me tell you, those was A's to me. When I would get C's in chemistry, those were A's to me, okay? Because I'm like, I'm at UC Davis, okay? This C is an A in my head. So, but I eventually started getting better grades once I changed my major. Now, in grad school, you can't get below B minus in grad school. So, of course, I was trying to go for all A's. But in undergrad, them C's and B minuses was all right. So, anyway. So, Ray J's mad. Big Frida and Ray J were outside talking. And Big Frida and Ray J's like, man, I feel like that's not fair. Like, I should get a chance to make the work up. Like, I had a death in the family. And Big Frida's like, well, you didn't communicate with the professors, like, what's going on? You didn't show up, so, like, what do you expect? And that's true. Like, everyone goes through hard things, deaths in their family. In college, if you're sick, you can't make the class, you're going to be late on assignment, you got a death in the family, you got something going on, always got to email the teacher. Like, that's how it works. I don't know what world Ray J lives in. That's common sense. Like, I can't even give him an excuse that he hasn't been to college. Like, that's common sense. You would contact them and let them know what's going on and ask them, is there a way you can make it up? Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. So anyway, it just blew my mind how Ray J's logic just blew my mind. So, but Ray J's entitled and spoiled. So anyway, so Big Frida's like, look, my mom was passing away. And I remember on Big Frida's reality show that she had on Fuse, I remember when her mom was passing away, she still had to do her thing. And her mom did tell her, like, you got to still work and show up and make everybody proud. Like, you can't be down just because I'm passing away. And that's true. Like, of course, you got to take your time to mourn and take your time off. But, the show must go on. And that's real talk. And Big Frida told Ray J, we're right. And he was like, not me. I'm like, Ray J, really? It's kind of like, what do you expect, right? Ray J, what did you expect? So then Big Frida gave Ray J the bag from Dr. Cooley that was for Ray J with the note. So Ray J in the confessional trying to read the note, first of all, sounded like he couldn't read. He had the paper. I don't even have a paper right here. I'm going to pretend this is a paper. Dear, your work is... He was struggling. I'm like, Ray J, can you read? No shade. But anyway, and he's like, what does this say? What does this say? He jumped up and asked the producers, what does this say? And so basically, and so he said, on one hand, Dr. Cooley, said, I understand you had death in family, offered condolences. And then on the other hand, she said, but you didn't complete the assignment and X, Y, Z. So Ray J was like, well, which one is it? Like, you're offering condolences because I had a death in the family and you understand, but at the same time, you're telling me that I didn't complete my assignment and that's why I got it incomplete. He's like, well, which one is it? I'm like, Ray J, it's both. Both of those things can be true at the same time. And that's what it is. And that's how the real world works. That's how college works. Like, yeah, she said you have a death in the family, but that doesn't mean the assignment goes away or you're going to automatically get an A. Like, you have to ask how you can make it up and work it out with the teacher. Like, come on. Like, what is... I just don't understand. I just can't understand that. So anyway, and Big Frida couldn't understand it either. So then, let's see. We see Dream and Frida were playing with the Jenga in the house, okay? And so they were trying to make it like something sexual was going on because Dream was up there hollering and all that. Then they debating about deep dish pizza, Chicago versus New York. I like both. I think I like the deep dish better though. Anyway, I don't even remember where that scene fit into the show, but nonetheless. So anyway, then we see everybody go back to biology class the next day. And so Reggie, he didn't even want to get up. He didn't get up there. Slim Thug tried to wake him up. He's like, we're just going to let him sleep. So they get to biology class. The teacher's like, where's everybody at? Slim Thug said, oh, Reggie, he don't like biology. He didn't come today. Nini's like, she tired of all of Reggie's excuses. He just don't want to be here. She tired of it. And we tired of it too, girl. So anyway, Dream got her quiz back and she got like a 10 out of 15. And she over there complaining rah, rah, rah to the teacher about it. And she's like, no, because you gave me a 10 out of 15 and I wrote my answers right here. She was like, you did not fill out the packet the way you're supposed to fill it out. And she's like, no, but I have my answers right here and you did not give me that. She's like, I know, like you need to, I'm giving you a chance now to go sit down and finish it. Now the professor keep telling Dream, hey, you can go to sit down, finish it. So she's giving her a chance to improve her grade on the quiz, but Dream steady there fussing and mad. Then she leave the classroom and go hide in the bathroom. Her and Reggie, I can't even, I can't. I don't have patience for people like that. I can't even wrap my head around it. Like, what is the problem? Like, was this for Dream to make a scene? Like, did she really not understand this? Like, all you had to do was go back and fix it. Like, you didn't do it the way you're supposed to do it. Like, hello. Hello. Oh, that just irks me, y'all. So anyway, I just can't stand when people think they're supposed to get credit for something they didn't do the work. Like, that just bothers me. So anyway, so she mad. India, Slim said, India, we could be a team. So India went to the bathroom. She talking with Dream, and Dream's like, man, I'm hecka mad. Science is my favorite subject. I was really into this. And he was like, yeah, I can see you really liked it. She's like, the professor, she didn't give me the grade I deserved, and I wrote it right here, and she wouldn't, she wants me to do this and that, but I had the stuff on my hands, and I couldn't touch the pen to write it. I was like, girl, all you had to do was wash your hands and finish the work that day. Like, what is the problem? So even India loving her confessional wasn't having it with Dream Doll. She was like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, all she had to do was wash her hands and complete the assignment. Like, I'm not, like, feeling all the excuses from her. Like, I don't know if she's going to stay in the bathroom the whole time. But India went back to class. And I'm glad she didn't let Dream influence her in a negative way in that moment. It looked like Dream stayed in the bathroom the whole time. I don't know. Anyway, they had to go back and, work on dissecting the pigs. So the episode ended right there with Dream Doll complaining in the bathroom about the formaldehyde being on her hands. She could just washed it off and took the quiz. India Love was like, she's not here for Dream's excuses, and she went back to class. And that was where the end of the episode ended, y'all. College Hill's been good. I don't know when they're going to put the next episode out or if they did already, so I got to figure that out. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.